Okay. All right, so that should be good enough. Yeah, so we have a majority of the captains in with us right now. Thank you guys to all of you who have joined me. I see we have John, Dave, Jonathan, Jake, Connor, and Noah. So that means we have people from we have Stony Brook, College of New Jersey, Princeton, Monmouth University, Emerson College, and Berklee College of Music. So thank you guys for joining me in right now. We're going to take the first part of this. I want to go over the Princeton and the College of New Jersey match that's coming up this weekend. I know John is a little limited on time, so I want to tackle that first. What are you guys like planning for that one? How many people are you each sending in on that match?
So I'm the captain of the Princeton team.
Yeah,
We're both sending in. It's going to be a 5v5.
a 5v5.
Um,
Okay.
yeah, both of our teams I think are relatively new,
Hmm.
so it'll be interesting to
Yes.
see what happens.
Yes, both of our squads were probably just formed in the past week.
Hmm.
Like I don't think either of our schools has an official club. I'm not sure if Princeton has like a video game club, but we don't even have that here.
Okay. Yeah, there's a couple of schools that don't have like any official clubs behind them as of yet, but still, it's pretty cool that you guys are even participating with your players here. How many people go to the College of New Jersey like that play Smash anyway?
I think well, if you guys know Swedish Delight, his brother actually just graduated.
Hmm.
Mr. F, he was a Jigs player. I think he was on the Tri-State PR before, but
Okay.
he just graduated in the May of 2013.
Hmm.
Our Smash scene is actually
Did we lose you?
play Brawl.
Lost you for a second there.
Oh, okay. I guess I'll repeat what I said, but um,
Yeah, something about the Smash
Huh.
scene and playing
yeah,
Brawl.
I'm like going in and out, but most people at the school play Brawl,
Hmm.
and yeah, so it's a hard time trying to find a lot of melee players because most people play Brawl and
Yeah, it is going in and out, but I think I get the gist of what you're saying is, more people are interested in like the casual aspect of Brawl than they are in playing competitive Melee. Is that right?
yes,
Okay,
yes.
I gotcha. Yeah, so I see you have your lineup in. I wish we could go over both lineups. I don't have Princeton's yet, so I don't want to
Y-
divulge who is on the College of New Jersey lineup as of yet.
Yeah, we're choosing our lineup later tonight, which is why I guess I'm going to leave in 10 or 15 minutes. But yeah,
Okay, well
um,
that's cool.
yeah, but yeah, a lot of our players are new too. I don't know if we have like a big brawl scene or anything, but definitely a lot of them just got in,
Hmm.
when the documentary was released, like a bunch of the newer players
Yeah,
in the
that's
scene overall.
basically my situation. My roommate this year actually was a Project M Brawl player, and then we both started playing Melee competitively as soon as the doc came out. We
Hmm.
saw it and we were like, we have to get into this scene.
That seemed to be the case. A lot of the Emerson and Berklee guys that I was talking to last night, and you'll see the interviews when I have the crew battle playing around 8 o'clock. But the guys who I was talking to last night, a lot of them were saying like, "Yeah, we just got into this like a couple months ago. We saw the Smash Doc, and we thought it was amazing, and we just want to be a part of this community." So I think it's really really great how many people are getting into the community from all of these different schools and all these different regions just from like that viewing experience, I guess.
Mhm.
By the way,
So, John, tell me somebody that people might not really know about over at Princeton that we can look out for in the Melee games.
Um, well, so we do have one old school player who's
Hmm.
apparently associated with Princeton, NJ's finest.
NJ's
And
finest. Oh, I know him.
yeah, I think he used to go by Fox and Falco a long time ago.
Yeah, yeah, I know him.
Yeah, I'm not sure we'll be sending him out this match,
Hmm.
but definitely. So the winner of this plays Rutgers,
Yeah.
and I'm convinced that Rutgers is probably going to win the entire thing, just based
Oh,
on playing Rutgers people this entire summer. So
they're that good, huh?
we'll we'll definitely send him out against them. Yeah.
Cool. I'm
Um,
I'm really interested to see what happens with the Rutgers match for sure.
the Rutgers seems very strong. I
Hmm.
don't know, unless there's like other hotspots of melee activity. I'm not aware of.
Yeah, New England certainly has some. I don't know too much about the tri-state scene on who they like have as far as like really good players outside of like the obvious.
Mhm.
I do see NJ's finest. That's what he goes as. NJ's finest. He's there. Going. Oh, he's Donkey Kong.
Yeah, he's a Donkey Kong main now.
Donkey Kong.
Oh man, that's gonna be interesting.
Yeah.
So Dave, what about the College of New Jersey? Who's over there that we might not really know about that you think we should?
We have a very old school player, like
I see one guy. I'm looking at the sign up list right now. He started. I'm assuming this is the guy you're talking about. 2006, Daryl Fratter, Nasdaq.
yes, yeah. He started so long ago.
Hmm.
I think he's a senior at the College of New Jersey right now.
Hmm.
He played competitively. He actually went to MLG '06 in New York
Oh wow.
as like a 13-year-old.
Oh, you know what? I might have seen him there. I went there when I was 14.
Yeah, that's awesome. But as I was saying, like he's been it
Dave,
kind of died down for him. Yeah.
your connection's
So
killing me, dude.
yeah, college internet. But yeah, he's been in the scene for a while, but he was on like hiatus sort of for the past 4 years.
Hmm.
And now, since I started up the melee scene just this semester, I found him, brought him back, and now he's willing to play for us for our team.
Awesome. So Nasdaq is who we got to look out for. The College of New Jersey, the 2006 Fox player.
Yes.
Sweet. So what are you guys doing over there? Are you having like round robins? Like, how are you interacting with the players and all that?
We only have about 7 or 8 people interested in playing purely melee,
Hmm.
and we always have fests in my room with 2 or 3 setups. And I mean, we would have had round robins to see who got sent in, but only 5 of us could actually make it. So those are the 5 people that we're sending in.
Okay. Now, has Princeton and the College of New Jersey, John, you can feel free to answer this as well.
Uh,
Have you guys like ever played before? Have you guys ever like seen the other community at all?
well, I've played Dave because Dave's come to a bunch of the weeklies, but I
Mhm.
don't think I've played anyone else from TCNJ. And I feel like it's probably similar for him. I feel like he's probably played me, maybe like 1 or 2 other members of the Princeton team, but
Okay.
Yeah.
probably not often.
Yeah. So I actually live in Princeton, so I was able a lot and play with. I actually played a lot with Carl, a lot with John, and a couple other people. But I'm not sure if they're going to be. I don't know the rest of the lineup on the Princeton team.
Okay.
But definitely, I know John and Carl and Jay Sonest.
All right. So, John, I know you need to get going. Just before you do, is there any parting thoughts or any words you might have for Dave?
Um, Not really. It should be interesting. It's really hard to tell what's going to happen.
Yeah.
You know, new teams. We
Yeah,
haven't played a
absolutely.
lot of their players. They haven't played a lot of our players.
Right.
So
So
yeah,
that seems like it's going to be a pretty fun battle then.
yeah. Hopefully,
All right,
hopefully
John.
we make it out. Get to play Rutgers.
Yeah. All right, man.
All
Well,
right.
thank you for joining us. Have
Yeah.
fun in
Thanks
your
for hosting
match,
this.
in your crew battles, or your round robins tonight, or whatever you're doing. So,
All right. Thanks.
all right. See you later, John.
All right. See you later.
See ya.
Okay. So Princeton is out of here. I see Kyle trying to come in for the
Working on it.
Mahattan School of Music. He's trying to edge his way in here. So who else do we have? We have Noah and Jake. And I know you guys had your teams play last night. And Connor from Monmouth, we're not going to have Chris in, unfortunately. He's not going to be able to make it onto the chat tonight. He's going to dinner with his folks. We just like drop up half our people here. Yeah, so I'm going to go over the Emerson and Berklee match. Jake, have you heard anything from your players about that?
Yes, I have. I've heard back from him. I heard
yours.
I heard like the
Alright.
rough
Say
clip
one.
notes for the match,
Mhm.
but excited to see it play out
Other teams.
finally. And yeah, I mean, it sounded very exciting.
Yeah, it definitely was. I mean, it went down to the wire, and Noah was there. You know, he was there watching his match unfold. Didn't play on the team, but he was there with the camera, and he got some really good footage. So you'll see that in a little bit.
Awesome.
But yeah, that was right down to the wire. Like one stock left on the Emerson crew after the match. That's so cool.
Yeah, yeah, I'm pretty proud of the team. We just pulled together at the last minute basically, and
Mhm.
we had a pretty good representation, I think. And
So I heard you guys ran a round robin before the match. Is that correct?
yep, round robin. We had about 14 people show up,
Mhm.
so we just started running round robins, and then after we had a pretty even, like everyone had played like 3 or 4 at that point. We kind of stopped because it was getting pretty late, and we
Mhm.
just picked the team from there.
Nice. So who came out like on top? Do you remember any tags?
I do. Miles, Soapy Washcloth,
Hmm.
I think that's what he goes by. Yeah. He ended up out on top, undefeated, and then we had 3 undefeated,
Oh wow.
and we had them play each other, and Miles came out on top.
Wow, that's awesome. Have you guys played with Sweet Bagels? Has he come out to any of
Um,
them out of the fest?
I don't think so.
Oh, you should hunt him down. He's not too bad actually. He's been playing for like he says 2 years here according to his sign up form. So that'll
Well,
be he might be a good addition to your team maybe next semester or any other upcoming events around Boston for you guys.
yeah, I'll keep an eye out.
So Noah, was there anything that you
Mhm.
guys really took from that set?
Yeah, so for a lot of people on our team, that was like their first competitive experience, like their first time literally playing in a tournament outside of maybe like something they just threw together with a few friends. So it was like really eye-opening for a lot of them. I heard a lot of comments like, "Wow, the players here are so good" and stuff like that.
Hmm.
So just like in general, it was a really good experience for our team to go out and get some competitive experience and kind of see like the level of play that they can like be up at and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So it was just like it was good for that. Kind of get some like fresh players, stuff like that. Some of the guys played in the singles bracket, so they got like more experience there. But yeah, it's just really about gaining experience for our team.
Nice. Yeah, and I mean, you guys only had 2 people who have actually been to a tournament before, is that right?
Yeah, 2 of them had been in tournaments before. 3 of them had never competed in a tournament.
Wow. Do you think you're going to be strategizing any differently for the MIT match you guys are going to have in October?
Yeah, so like Jake was saying, our team was fairly thrown together.
Hmm.
We did like some round robin style matches, like Berklee did, just to kind of throw together like a top 15 at our school.
Hmm.
So there our tier list, and then we sent the top 5 in. Um, so that was like kind of just let's find the best players and hope it works, and it did by 1 stock. It was a good match. It was really close. It was very very hyped.
Yeah, it was.
Um, yeah, and then the Falco did at the end were crazy. Anyways, so yeah, we just kind of threw together a team this time, but we have a month until MIT, so we're really going to be like doing our research, watching any VODs that they have of any of the players, stuff like that.
Hmm.
We're going to be having Smash Fest and stuff with our team, like at Emerson, just like training as much as possible, and we're going to be ready, ready for the next match.
Nice. I look forward to it. Are either of you guys sending players out to the extra credit at Northeastern on the 27th?
We might be. Mostly it'll be me, I think, that'll kind of be like asking people if they want to go and stuff like that. So if we can organize something, definitely.
Hmm.
But I think you'll be seeing our players at Game Over a lot more often now.
Nice. I look forward to that for sure.
Yeah.
It seemed like everybody had a good time. You guys kind of got bopped. Actually have the placement
Yeah, I think
record.
I think our highest guy won 1 set and then lost the next one, so it'd be like 17th place, tied with like 10 people.
Oh goodness.
And then everyone else just got last place.
Yeah, there's 2 of you guys who got 17th place, and I know I have
Okay.
that somewhere. Let me see if I can pull it up real quick.
Yeah, but that was like a good experience for the guys. All of them said that they enjoyed playing, even if they got bopped.
Hmm. That's such a good attitude. That's something I notice more in the newer players, that they have that sort of approach to the game, where people who have been playing for like a lot longer, they're just like, all right, well, I know I'm gonna get bopped, so I'm not gonna do it. Like where you have people who might like back out to like from playing certain matches just to like avoid something like that.
Yeah, they're really just like vying to get some new action, I guess, in Smash.
Yeah, and I mean I love seeing that from the new players, absolutely. Because like you don't have any competitive experience before you go into your first event, of course. So it's all new. It's just sending like crazy triggers. I don't know. But you
Hmm.
actually had a Soapy Washcloth was the best placing player from both Emerson and Berklee last night at Game Over.
Nice.
He got 13th in bracket. I don't have who he beat. Um, Unfortunately, I don't have a we beat. But he got 13th in bracket.
Which player was Soapy Washcloth?
He
Like
was
what character?
He was Falco, I think.
Okay,
If I'm not mistaken, he was Falco.
I think he was Fox.
Soapy, let me see. You are correct. You're right. Yeah. And that was his first tournament too. So I mean, like getting 13th at a game over is pretty good. Even though, admittedly, it was like a smaller turnout than what we usually receive for game over. You know, we only had 32 people last night, but still a very solid play from him for sure. So, let's see. All right, so Kyle. I don't think we have Alexander in here right now. Let me call Alexander in real quick. Because that's your opponent on Sunday, right? That's the Columbia captain.
He's on Facebook right now.
He is, yeah. He's on Skype too, so I'm calling him in. We'll see what happens.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah.
Hello.
Hey, Alexander. How you doing?
I'm good.
So, you and Kyle have a match on Sunday.
Yes, we do.
And you guys are hosting them, right? Over at Columbia?
Yeah.
So, what are you thinking? Like, how's that going to go?
Well, I feel like we just need to beat the man staring at me right now, this kid Boogie, and then we got it.
Okay, so you just got to take out this kid Boogie? He's the only threat?
That's what I'm saying, but...
Oh my goodness. This is rough. The Manhattan School of Music. I'm looking over your players. I mean, I don't know. You got Grizzly Melon, so... He might do some work.
Grizzly Melon, yeah.
Grizzly Melon, yeah.
That's key. Yeah, we're all like musicians, and I got everybody playing like over the last year. But we've been training, and we got some good intel on Columbia, so
oh yeah,
we're getting ready.
Nice, and I see. I think you. Do I have your lineup yet? Do I have the Manhattan School of Music lineup? I have Columbia, I think.
Oh, I don't think so.
Yeah, I
can
have
send
Columbia's.
that right.
If you want to send it in like right now, then we can actually go and discuss your lineups.
Okay.
Because I have Columbia's lineup, so if you can submit that to me like right now, then we can go into that a little bit and kind of talk about that.
Sure.
Do you think I could ask a question?
Yeah, absolutely.
I'm very curious about. All right, this is directed to Diskid Boogie. I was just wondering, do you think the fact that your players are musicians actually might help them pick up the game faster because they might just be more creative or naturally gifted at these kind of things? I'm just wondering. I was very curious about this.
Well, it depends. It's interesting. Some of us are jazz musicians and some of us are classical musicians, and like those two worlds are very different. But it's actually, it doesn't really transfer as much as people would think. Although one thing is some things that require like specific timing or continued repetitive timing are easier for musicians to do. Like in my case, wobbling. It comes very easily to me because it's just keeping a tempo. Whereas other people, like Fly Amanita, says like he can't keep the tempo, but of course he's amazing at this game. So it's like little things like that. But I think in general, it all still comes down to being good at the game and knowing what you're doing. Like there's not much you can do outside of Smash to improve your Smash playing in the same way that you can by just playing Smash.
Right. Okay,
I think that question actually applies to Jake as well. You know, he's the captain for their Berklee College of Music team out in Boston. So I'm curious to hear if you have any thoughts on that as well, Jake.
I would just say similar things. Easier to okay. It's easier to keep a tempo with your button presses. But I would say it's almost like playing guitar doesn't make you great at Guitar Hero and vice versa. It's just too different, you know. But definitely the tempo comes in handy sometimes.
So basically, like, you should probably play Ice Climbers.
Yeah.
Is that the thing? Like, we'll see the Manhattan School of Music and Berklee School of Music. They'll be coming out in the next Melee games with like 5 Ice Climbers.
5 Ice Climbers.
All of them.
That's scary to
all
think
of
about.
them practice wobbling all the time. Just like whenever they have free time, they sit down and just all they do is wobble.
That would be amazing. But there are more things that require like knowing how to practice with a metronome. It's something that musicians are often trained to do, and it's something that more and more Smash players are starting to do.
Yeah, I've seen Gravy do that with Falcon and his ledge stalls.
Exactly, yeah. And so that's something that like is like really interesting and surprising to a lot of players, but to musicians, they're like, "Oh, you practice with metronome, cool," and then they try other things. Like being creative with your practice, I think that's one thing that musicians often know how to do, just because you have to know how to do that if you're going to be practicing music a lot. So practicing the two things, I guess that's where there's kind of a similarity.
Okay, very cool.
All right, so I'm sending this right now.
Excellent. I got the form up, so I'll see it as soon as it comes in.
Okay.
I'm just reading over the Columbia lineup right now. I see. Let's see, starting. So you guys are starting with a. Oh, okay. I see you, Columbia. You choose the easy way to start the set. Okay.
I mean,
We'll see.
We'll see. We'll
who's
see
the
what
most
MSM is
versatile
saying.
character?
Yeah, I think it's probably the best choice that you have. I'm looking over the other players. I mean, you guys have a very high tier team. You got like one in each
Yes.
spot right there.
All but a Sheik.
All but Sheik. You don't. No Falcons though. Or oh wait, maybe they do have
Oh,
Falcons. I don't want
oh.
to tell Kyle anything more.
Oh, I already know their whole lineup.
I think he generally knows who he's up against.
Okay.
Yeah, and that's the nice thing is I've had a lot of time to prepare and study their videos. The only problem is they're all such good players that they have a lot of videos to study. So
Really? Nice.
it's a double-edged sword. Yeah.
So have you guys actually met up and played before? Has MSN and Columbia like had players go back and forth before?
I mean,
I've gone to quite a few of Columbia's Smash Fests, and I usually try to bring one or two people with me.
Mhm.
We've only had one other person from our school play with them, but I've been able to play against all of the Columbia players.
Who's that other guy?
Grizzly Melon, Keith Kirkpatrick.
Keith, Grizzly, Melon, Kirkpatrick.
I'm trying to think who the other two are. All right, Nolan Sang.
Ryan DeWeese, right?
So, I don't really know what tags they're going to be using.
I have their
Yeah.
tags on the other sheet, so I'll live if you want to
Okay,
include the
cool.
tag.
And then what's the last one? St. Clair, Simmons.
So you're saying that the Alexander, I'm looking at the info you're providing for the players. So these guys usually getting like second and first in doubles at Nebulous?
Yeah. Well, it's a funny thing because talked to like the TO of Nebulous, Jesse Hertz,
Mhm.
and he's like, "Man, it's unfair. You Columbia guys are so good at teams." And when like certain teams, most often, Zero Omega and Faya
Okay.
go together, they are a favorite.
Really? Because all the Nebulous tournaments I've been to have like Hacks, The Moon, G Money, DJ Nintendo. Is that not usually the case for those?
I mean, DJ Moon are often shows, Hacks shows often, but he usually doesn't enter doubles.
Okay.
I guess it's just like with the limit of how many setups you have at a university, you tend to play more doubles than singles.
Yeah, okay, I see. That's cool. So do you think that's where Columbia's overall strength lies, is in its doubles game?
I think where it is, I guess, stronger than a singles game, I would say.
Okay. Maybe if we do a doubles cruise, you guys will go pretty far. We'll see. If we ever do something like that.
Okay, it should be on its way now. I sort of left a lot of the optional stuff blank.
That's fine. All right, let's see. Do I have it? I do. Excellent. All right. So we have Columbia starting out with a Fox.
I knew it.
Yeah, his tag is Matt. That's a good name. I like it. His name is actually Matthew, so that's pretty solid. You are sending in Anthony. So he's Zelda or Sheik? What is he?
Well, I mean, we have like the people who use the characters kind of switch between both. So
All right.
it's likely that he would start the match.
Okay, so we're probably going to see like a Sheik Fox start on this crew battle. So the rest of Columbia's crew, so Matt is starting it, and So I see that you both the captains are going to be playing on the crew. That's cool because we actually had a few of the more recent ones. Binghamton didn't have their captain play, and Berklee didn't have their captain play. So I like that when both captains are going at it. So all right, so Columbia's lineup is Cheese Puff the Jigglypuff, Zero Omega the Falco, J-Lo the Marth, Matt Fox, and Flotus Peach, and it's stylized like the President of the United States. So I don't know like what that if that's supposed to stand for anything or not.
Lotus, is that Harry?
That's Harry.
Yeah, he's good.
Yeah, Harry Parmenter.
Where's Fire?
He can't make it. He's
Save
life
guns
stuff.
for another night. I see.
They gotta hold back a little bit, I guess.
You gotta hold back a little bit.
Yeah. And for the Manhattan School of Music, you have Ant starting it off, probably with Chic. And then you have Diz Kid Boogie, the Ice Climbers. Grizzly Melon throwing in a Samus. Dwarf's Fox. And V-Muck also doing the Zelda Chic combo.
Oh, sorry. I think I made a misprint. Dorf is playing Falco.
Dwarf is Falco. Okay, yeah, you have him in his Fox. All right.
Oh, okay. Yeah, we actually were trying to figure out today. I was like, which one are you going to use? He's like, I don't know. So, but we eventually settled on Falco.
Okay, so that's, I mean, Columbia's definitely got you beat in terms of the tiers, you know, but their Peach might do a little bit of a number on your Ice Climbers, man. I don't know, how's your matchup there?
Yeah, I actually played him in the Columbia tournament the other night.
Mm-hmm.
He beat me in winners, and then I beat him in losers. So I'm very interested to see what happens if we end up playing against each other.
Okay, so what are your both immediate impressions hearing like the opposing school's players? You know, are there any strategies that are coming to mind? Like, all right, so after this guy, I'm going to send in whoever else.
Our strategy is to make Diz Kid Boogie play and then take him out.
You think he's the best player for MSM?
Yeah.
Is that true, Boogie?
Yeah, like I was saying, all of the other players at our school are very new. They're all like within the last year have been playing, and I think 2 of them have gone with me to tournaments before. A couple of us are going to go to the New Jersey tournament tomorrow night, the break.
Okay.
Get a little more training in before our match.
Okay.
But yeah, so I'm definitely trying to be very cognizant of when they're trying to get me to play and how I can be ready for that, especially if they decide to send out the Peach. But yeah, I mean, like I was saying, I've known all their players for a while, so I've had a lot of time to think about it. So I've actually been training everybody on all the different matchups, and we're feeling good,
Nice.
feeling confident.
That's one advantage you guys have is that they're playing very common characters, whereas you have a Samus and an Ice Climbers on your team, which really aren't characters you see too often. Whereas Jigglypuff, Falco, Marth, Fox, Peach, you see that at least like 2 per tourney.
Right.
So you guys definitely have a little bit of advantage on like the low
jank
tiers.
factor.
The jank factor, exactly. Thank you. So
We can jank them out for sure.
Yeah, I'm definitely interested to see what happens between you guys. And where's that going to be? Is that going to be streamed?
Yeah, I've got it set up. It'll be streamed.
What's your Twitch channel?
Columbia Smash.
So twitch.tv/Columbia Smash?
Yes.
Okay. What I'm going to also do is have somebody at home on Sunday who will host your match on the Melee game stream as well. All the viewers and subscriptions and all that go to you guys. So really it's just like having it on a secondary channel, but you get all like the viewership and the all that. And we'll promote it on the page and everything, of course. So Connor, I'm saving you for last, buddy. Actually, no, I got Jonathan too. Connor and Jonathan, we're gonna take the 2 of you here because your opposing captains didn't have the balls to show up on Skype tonight. So we're gonna have you guys work together on this. So Connor is with Monmouth University. That's in New Jersey, correct?
Yeah, we're in a West Long Branch.
Okay.
Right by the shore.
All right, and we have Jonathan with the Stony Brook University. That's in Long Island. Am I mistaken?
Yep. Yes, sir. You're correct.
Okay. All right, so Stony Brook's going up against St. John's. I don't have their lineup yet. I have Stony Brook's lineup. Is there anything that we should know about that match?
Honestly, I feel pretty confident going into it because I don't know many players from the St. John's scene. I don't know if they really have a big scene or not. We actually have a relatively active scene here. We host many tournaments here. We do regionals and biweeklies and all that stuff. So we have streamer coming and everything. It's all set up, and it's kind of exciting because we have a power ranking here, and most of the people on our team are up from the power rankings. We have a few secret weapons we're not going to throw out right in the beginning, but I don't want to give away too much considering I don't know my opponent's lineup yet.
Yeah,
But
right.
yeah, we're going to try to start off with a bang and see how the event goes, and I'm hoping for the best. So.
Sweet. And I'm looking over your player list right now.
Mm-hmm.
There's actually, I think there's one person I recognize, and he's a Samus.
Yeah, Minty.
Yeah, is he
Yeah.
from the Midwest?
No, he's from this
Florida?
region. He's been to Nebulous a few times.
'Cause-
He's he got third at Nebulous a few weeks ago, beating like Ryobeat and Esco and some other good players. So he's one of our top players.
Nice.
So
That must be
expect to
where
see
I heard of him then. Okay.
Yeah, definitely. So you see a good showing from him. He's pretty big here in the Long Island scene. Plays a lot against Cody, Animal, G Money, those folks.
So he's pretty good against space animals. Is that what we're hearing?
Yeah. His space animal game's pretty strong. I play Falco and I play him a lot, so I can attest to that.
And you guys are doing a 7v7 crew battle.
Yeah, that's what we're shooting for. So they're coming here. We have everything planned out. We have a room and everywhere. So yeah, I'm very excited. I hope they bring some good players so we can have an exciting match. Hope it's not one-sided. So.
And I see your the power ranking that you attached with the players.
Yeah, correct.
You're saying you were holding back, but I don't know, man. You look like you're throwing the bulk of your top players at them.
Well, yeah, we have some other potential tricks up our sleeve depending on how far we get into the actual bracket of the Melee games. So, it's pretty interesting. Some of our players are from other regions because they go to school here. Like I know Bubba King is a lot from the MDVA region.
Okay.
Because that's where he lives most of the time. And one of our newer players, Equal, is from upstate, and he's actually friends with the captain of the Oneonta team, Chess. So there's a lot of rivalry going on between friends and other regions and stuff like that. So it's pretty exciting to see all of us come together in one team. So
that's awesome. So if you guys get through St. John's, you're gonna have New York University and Cooper Union. If you get through that, you might have MSM or Columbia.
Yeah. I'll be playing against some of you guys maybe. So I hope we'll get there. I'm pretty sure we will. I'm confident in our team. I think we have it's not a large team, but it's pretty strong, I think. Some of our members haven't been playing for that long, myself included, actually. But I played a lot this summer with the MGFC crew out in Jersey.
Nice.
That's Chain Ace and Strict 9.
Yep.
Yeah, Chain Ace really, took me under his wing and taught me a lot of stuff. So I'm a MGFC Falco just like him. So.
That's awesome. Yeah, MGFC seems to have the top Falcos in Jersey, man. Like Strick is remarkably good.
Exactly. I always joke around that when I play against him, I spend 80% of the game practicing Smash DI because I'm just in a combo for most of it.
Yeah.
Because that's all he does. He just annihilates.
Yeah, he just gets you, man. It's awesome. Someone's wondering if you could share the power rankings for your school in the chat. I don't want to copy paste it from your submission for the players.
Absolutely. But I could do that right now.
Okay, sweet. And yes, we will have Emerson versus Berklee playing in probably about 10-15 minutes. We're just gonna finish this up. We have Connor coming up here, and Connor is playing for. Is it Monmouth or Monmouth? Like, how do I do that?
Monmouth.
Monmouth. Okay, so the OU is an I. Okay.
Don't get me on the English.
Yeah, no. So you guys are going up against Rutgers. That is the largest school in the tri-state games. I think they have 48 or something people signed up for the Melee games. How's that feel?
Oh, awful. I'm going into this not really expecting much. I'm expecting that some of our players are really new to Smash scene in general, as in they'll play some Project M or Brawl casually.
Okay.
But I mentioned this and a lot of them thought it'd be cool, and we're going there mainly to learn from all of the better players, because I was talking to somebody messaged me. He was part of the big crew in the county, and he was talking about Swedish Delight, who's going to be playing for Rutgers, I think.
Yep.
But I heard about him. I go, oh, I've heard his name before, which means there's no way we have a chance because they'll all say I'm the best player on the team, but I've played one tournament and I got wrecked unbearably. So we're going in there just expecting for some fun and just to learn from the better.
Mm-hmm. Now I actually have both of your lineups for Monmouth and Rutgers, and I think you'll be happy to know that, you know how Swedish Delight is a Sheik main.
Mm.
He's going Roy.
Is he really?
He's going Roy. Yeah.
I haven't played a Roy in so long.
So, you know, don't put out a space animal. that might not go too well. But yeah. Hold on one second. I'm looking at the Rutgers lineup. They gave me 3 players for their starting player. I don't think Chris understood how that's supposed to work. But anyway, so you guys are starting out with that girl Iris.
Yes.
And she is, who does she play? She plays Zelda.
Yes.
Okay, and from the looks of it, trying to see if I'm maybe reading this wrong. So it looks like DJ Psy Guy, I think, is who they'll be sending in. Maybe, oh, you know what? The 3 tags is just like 3 different tags that DJ Psy Guy goes by. He's a Duda Caucus. Yeah. So we're gonna be starting off with a Zelda Falcon and Monmouth versus Rutgers. I don't know, man. That's a rough matchup for Zelda right there.
Yeah, but I mean, we're gonna go in. We're just gonna have fun. That's all. If anything, I mean, it's a video game. We play for fun.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, it's all about just having fun and, you know, getting new people together to, you know, share in this. That's certainly a big part of it. But yeah, so you guys have Captain Fabulous, or is it Cap, or can I say Captain?
Captain. That's either or.
All right, so that's you. You're going in. That girl Iris, she's starting out. You're playing Falcon. She's playing Zelda. Donk is going in as Sheik. Smop. That's such a weird tag. Smop is going in as Falco. Bender is going as Fox. Dav is Pikachu. McMilla Marth. Westong Marth. And John G is going as Mr. Game & Watch. I think he's the first Game & Watch we'll be seeing throughout the entire crew battle so far. So you guys are doing a 9-on-9 crew battle, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Nice. And you're going up against, so they're going to start out with DJ Sly Guy's Falcon. After that, there's Internet Explorer going Blink. Takoyaki is going Fox. Smokily is Falco. Cheez-It is Peach. Theft is Samus. Swedish Delight is Roy. Overflow is Fox. And Tech9 is Marth. Do you guys know who Tech9 is?
Still new.
Okay, he's actually the brother of Tech Zero. So, if you guys know who Tech Zero is, he's an extremely good Sheik main in New Jersey. I think he's playing on a school, though, isn't he? I want to say he's on the College of New Jersey's team, actually, if I'm not mistaken. So I know he signed up.
Like NJIT, maybe?
Yeah, let me find this out, because I swear he signed up. Oh, you know, yeah, NGIT. He's on the New Jersey Institute of Technology's team. And he signed up his character as Pikachu. I don't know if he's trolling. I don't know what he's doing about that. But yeah, NGIT, I don't think they're playing for a little bit first, though. I don't think they're playing until maybe next weekend. I know we're going to have a lot of matches going on. You know what? I don't even have them scheduled, so I'm going to have to hound them on that. I don't know what's going on between those 2 schools. That's awesome. This is it seems like there's a pretty good recurring theme about newer players participating on these crews, and I love that. So, do you guys have any questions for the other captains in the chat? You know, anything that may have sprung to mind as we were going over this broadcast? Okay.
Well, how about what schools not in this chat do you guys fear the most coming in contact with in bracket?
Oh man, Cornell.
Because personally, it's definitely Rutgers for me. We won't be able to face them until the grand finals of the tri-state bracket, but if that is to happen, I'm pretty scared.
Are you guys on opposite side with Rutgers?
I'm pretty sure we are. I think they're in the bottom half and we're in the top half.
Yeah, because Rutgers would go
You're right.
through Pennsylvania.
Yep.
Jersey
Correct.
And if
versus
that is
Pennsylvania.
to happen, I'm pretty nervous about that because I've played against Swedish at some Tunes Tuesday New Jersey tournaments, and he's ridiculously good. I feel like he alone could do some serious damage, even if he goes Roy.
Mhm.
So I've been 3-stocked by his Peach in tournament. So it's pretty scary.
I heard somebody else say Cornell.
I'm interested in Cornell. I didn't get to see the match, but just hearing how it went and the fact that Iser didn't even play, that's pretty scary.
Yeah, Cornell only had 2 people play in that match. And
Really?
the captain took 21, 22, I don't know. He took a remarkable amount. It's 21 stocks, I think.
Oh.
And then the other guy took 7. Well, we had them on the captain's chat on Tuesday night. The captains for Cortland and Cornell. Cortland did admittedly say, they're newer to the community. They just got their players like set up in the last month and a half kind of thing. I'm sorry, last like half a year, not month and a half. But Cornell, their captain Justin, all he said, he's like, I just really wanted to go hard. he wanted to just do the best for his team and represent his school well. And oh man, did he ever? He certainly did a great job of that. I really wish that was recorded. I would have loved to have seen it. I can tell you, I caught the end of it on stream. That's how I got the screen cap of it that you saw on the Melee Games page. And the last kill, he was a Fox versus, I don't know, some Falco. And the last kill was like up throw Shine Bear. And that closed it out. After his 21 stock run ends with an up throw Shine Bear. Yeah, it's fitting, isn't it?
Yeah, right.
So, Connor, we have a question for you.
Okay.
Mick Milla, 1228, is in the chat. And he wants to know what's the only way to play Falcon.
See, I know who that is by the tag. He's one of my players, and
Yeah.
now he's just messing with me.
Well, I would like an answer. I would like to know.
The only way what his answer is going to be is I don't remember what he called it. It was knee justice. We call it the knee of justice here, but just knee off the stage and Falcon punch off stage.
Okay.
That is how he wants me to play, but I'm terrified of doing that off stage
I
because I know it
don't
won't
know
work.
if you should do that in the crew battle.
Never. I can't master it. It's too hard.
It's maybe worth a shot in a friendly or two.
Mm-hmm. But
I actually want to apply Jonathan's question though to Jake and Noah about what schools would you not want to play. I know everybody, Alexander, Jonathan, Kyle, and Connor are all from the tri-state bracket. Jake and Noah are both coming in from the New England side, while Jake's no longer in the bracket. I'm just wondering if either of them have input on that.
Well, I mean, I don't really know too much about the team. I'm a freshman, so like I wasn't really here for the last Melee game, so I don't really know like what's going on, what teams are good and stuff like that. But we're just like definitely looking to take it like one round at a time. So I guess like I say MIT a lot because I just know we're facing them next. I know they won last year, so like I guess we're looking out for them. And then once we beat MIT, we're just gonna look ahead and see who won the bracket and do research on them. So it's just for us, it's just like one school at a time.
Yeah. That's fair. I mean, MIT goes pretty hard.
Yeah, that was the one team I was also kind of like, oh, so if we get through one round, it's like, oh, right on to the winner. It's like, oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, admittedly, I did a little bit of seeding for that. I knew you guys were both very new communities at your schools, and, MIT's going in as the first seed. So you guys kind of both shared the last slot in the seeding, unfortunately.
That's fine.
Yeah.
But still, you guys had a great match, so I was really happy about that. For you tri-state guys, I know, you guys know anything about like the New England bracket? Have you guys paid any attention to that at all?
Not particularly, no. I'm just hoping to get through our own bracket first.
Okay. Yeah, I was wondering if you guys had any input on like what schools you may have to end up playing in the grand finals. But that's also a pretty good way to go about it, is just thinking about like, all right, well, I know we have these guys in tri-state first to go through. I want to give you guys like a little threat laydown here. So
Well, this is a little different, but if we do win our next 2 rounds, we'll be playing against the winner of the Upstate Division, which
yes.
a few of those schools, I know one of them in particular, Oneonta, is also a SUNY, I'm pretty sure.
Yes, it is.
And I feel like having a little SUNY rivalry would be a pretty interesting thing. Having SUNY Stony Brook against SUNY Oneonta would be interesting, especially since there are players up there who come from the Long Island region. So it would be an interesting clash of people who are usually friends and come from the same region, but now suddenly are on different teams. So that I'm actually kind of looking forward to if it comes to fruition.
Nice. Yeah,
So
it's
that's what
going to
I'm
be quite
looking
interesting. Because, I mean, the tri-state bracket is completely divided into 4 different regions. So it's more than just, like, a straight bracket. It's actually, you're fighting to be the best in your own sub-region within the tri-state region. So I think that's really awesome, too. But yeah, I want to just throw this down. You got, for New England, we got MIT, who won the last games. Did you guys all see that round, MIT versus UMass Boston last semester?
Did that have that awesome Luigi misfire?
It did. Yeah, that was
I saw
Kaiju's
that.
Luigi.
Right. Yes, I remember that.
Yeah.
That was hype.
Yeah, it was. I lost my mind. Yeah, that's Kaiju's from UMass Boston. MIT, while they won last year, they won in their last match. It was Crow versus YCZ6, the Samus main. And YCZ graduated. He's no longer participating on the MIT crew. So that might weaken them a little bit. But on top of that, we have Northeastern University, which has a couple of the better up-and-coming players in the New England region. Squibble, Stickman, there's a couple others there too. But like those are like 2 of the more notable ones. UMass Amherst is another really strong school. They have like, I don't know how many people in their Smash Club, easily over 100 right now. And they have the most people signed up in the Melee games right now. They have like 54, 55 people signed up. And they have some just like really, really strong players. They got a lot of tutelage from Dark and Roman. If you guys are familiar with either of those players, they're both very strong New Englanders. And after that is the UMass Boston team, which came 1 stock away from winning it last year. So that's going to be really interesting to see if they can pull it more together and win it this time. Because they also have a new player called, his tag is Claps. He's a Captain Falcon main. He's been attending events for 5 months, and he's gotten 5th 2 times at our weekly game over event, beating a lot of the more established players already. So I think he's like currently considered one of the best players at UMass Boston, and he's just a freshman.
Wow.
After that is UConn and Tufts. I don't know if you guys got to play. I don't know if anyone in this chat was at the RPI event, Final Battle, and got to play any of the UConn guys, but they're also really strong, and so isn't Tufts. But like UMass Boston, UMass Amherst, and MIT are going to be the 3 to look out for in the New England region. Figured I'd want to get you guys a little updated on that, give you some outsider info.
Yeah.
But yeah, if there's no other questions for the other captains or any other group questions that might come up from the chat, I believe we're going to get started on playing this Emerson versus Berklee. There's like a minute and a half opening to it, and then we have a couple interviews. You'll see in the interviews that we're kind of in like an echoey room. Unfortunately, we didn't have like a quiet space to go, so we made do with like the best we could, and it was really actually quite I guess dark in there. So we have like 1 light, and it's like casting huge shadows. It's pretty interesting thing, but Noah was super helpful with that, providing the camera for us to use. Yeah. So yeah, it doesn't look like there's any other questions or anything like that. So, oh, you know what? No, before we go, I just want to ask each of you how somebody would be able to get involved with the Smash Club at your at your school. How somebody would be able to get involved and find you guys. We can start just from the top. Connor, if you wanna shoot that off real quick.
Our Smash scene really sits in our video game club, in which case, like, I've just been preaching about, guys, come play Melee, come play Smash, new Smash is coming out. And we have plenty, we're going to hold a bunch of Smash events, so anybody at my school, there's going to be a lot of them there.
Nice. Do you guys have a Facebook page or official club or anything?
Yeah, we have a Facebook page for our gaming club.
How would we find that? What would we look up?
Monmouth Gamers United.
Monmouth Gamers United. All right, cool. And we have that logo on the stream too. You guys can see that. It's got the 3 hands going into it. Is that what is that anyway? Is it Xbox, Nintendo,
And PlayStation logos.
PlayStation? Nice. That's cool. So it's got all 3 games in the club.
Mm-hmm.
So Jake, how would somebody get involved over at Berklee?
Well, we're still kind of in the development stages of a real Smash scene here.
Mm-hmm.
We're just kind of consolidating people at the moment. But at the moment, the best way is probably to get in contact with us through the esports club. There's a Berklee esports group on Facebook. And yeah, I mean, in the future, we'll probably have like a Melee club or just a Smash club in general. But right now, esports club's the best way.
Awesome. And how about you, Noah? How's Emerson?
So if you want to get involved, you can join our Emerson College Esports group, which is facebook.com/group/Emerson College Esports. We also have like subsidiary groups for League of Legends, if that's your thing, but we also have one for Smash, which is cool. So yeah, just search on Facebook like Emerson College Smash, Emerson College Esports, so you can add me on Facebook, and I'll get you in the groups. And just like, play some Smash, and we'll find you eventually.
Okay, and Kyle, how would I get involved if I went to the Manhattan School of Music?
Nice thing about Manhattan School of Music is that there's a lot of interplay between that school and the Juilliard School, and the Juilliard captain is my roommate. So
cool.
We have a Facebook page. Manhattan School of Music Super Smash Bros. Melee team. But I was at the school last year, but am now just an alum, so I'm not there to do all the Smash events. But our next player, Nolan Sang Dorf, he does it. And if people find me on Facebook, we connect kind of like all the music students in New York City and play. So it's like a big old community. So the best way is probably to go through me.
Awesome. Okay. So we'll have anyone directed to you if they're looking to get involved. So Jonathan, how would somebody get involved over at Stony Brook?
Well, we are based in our student union. We have a room that we share with the Animated Perspectives Club, which is just anything animated, and we kind of fall under that. So a lot of our players come from that side of it. We have a whole bunch of setups there at all times. So it's really people just find us because we're right near one of the computer labs, and it just draws people in. And we have a pretty healthy scene of 20 people a day at least showing up to just play friendlies, lots of rotations, and best way to find us would be either through the Animated Perspectives Facebook group or the actual SBU Super Smash Bros. Power Ranking group itself. Either one of those, there'll definitely be someone who can point you in the right direction. So,
awesome.
Yep.
All right, now Alexander, how would we get involved over at Columbia?
Well, we have a Facebook group, the Columbia Super Smash Brothers Club. Other than that, really just spreads by word of mouth and by any events the school puts on, like the activities day, that sort of thing.
Are you guys an official club?
We're an official club.
You are? Okay.
Yeah.
Awesome. All right, guys. Well, I'm going to get this ready to broadcast Emerson versus Berklee. Feel free to stick around and watch that in the chat, in the stream. I put a pretty good amount of work into it, so it would be appreciated. But, I appreciate you guys coming on and chatting with me tonight. We'll have a video of this going up on the Melee Games YouTube channel, also called the Melee Games. I'll try to get that up tonight and have it posted so you guys can share this with your players. But yeah, thank you all for coming on, and good luck in your upcoming matches.
Thank you, Matt.
Thank you.
Thank you.